Hey everybody, happy Monday to you today. Declare today that something good is going to happen to me. I don't know about you, but I'm expecting great things to happen today. This is a happy Monday to you all. Tell yourself today, greatness is about to manifest in your life. You're going to do something great. You're going to do something awesome today. I'm excited about your future. I'm excited about your destiny. Today, great things are going to happen to me. I don't know about you, but I'm telling myself, I'm touching myself and saying that great things are about to happen for me. And not only just me, but great things are about to happen for you. I want to get right into the message today. There is truly a word for you today. There is truly a word that I have for you today. It's going to change your life. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video. Take notes. Watch this video over and over again because it's going to bless and change your life today. Today I want to get into the word today. The title of this message is You Have to Get Sick of It. You have to get sick of it. You must get sick of it. Is the motivational message on today. You have to get sick of it. I want to do something very significantly that's been pressed upon my heart. I want to start off being transparent and personal with you. And I really want to reach your heart. And I just don't want to be another or average motivational speaker. And I want to use my life and my story to help change your life. I want to tell you this. I love you and I care about you enough to be transparent. Because I wish I could tell you that going through pain and suffering doesn't exist. But according to life, there are times where you will suffer and go through. I remember as a little boy where I had a learning disability. And I grew up with a learning disability all throughout school, middle school, and high school. And I flunked the first grade. And when I got into high school, I started getting into trouble and hanging out with the wrong crowd. And when I got into high school, I developed a love for basketball. And I got cut, and then I tried out again, and then I made the team. But I always rode the bench, and I never got any playing time. And my dream was one day to play in the NBA. I had hoop dreams. I had a dream. And so I graduated from high school, and I went from college to college trying to play college basketball. But it never happened. I had a dream. You have to get sick of it. So in college, I ended up tearing my Achilles. And I was done after that. And I ended up having a nervous breakdown. In college. And I had to withdraw from college for 2 years. I was hospitalized for like a year. And I got behind on all my college schoolwork. And it seemed like my life was over. And a few years later, I ended up being homeless, sleeping in my old beat-up Nissan Altima with all my clothes piled up in the back seat. And I went days and days. Without showering and had to beg people for food because I was so hungry. And I met my wife, which was a major blessing, and she got me off the streets for being homeless. See, this is my story and where I came from. And I hope my story will challenge you to get sick of it. I don't know where you are in life, but I hope you get sick of it. In the midst of what I went through, I had a great man who was a pastor who believed in me and told me how great I would be one day. And my favorite motivational speaker is Eric Thomas, E.T., the hip-hop preacher. He's my favorite motivational speaker because me and him, we have a similar story. And all it takes is one person to believe in you and encourage you that will catapult you to the next level. I always had people who told me I would never amount to anything and that I was not smart enough to go to college. I was always the type of person who had a fight in me, so if you told me I couldn't do something, I would prove you wrong. And when I became homeless, I was working on my master's degree in college. And then later on, 6 years ago, I got shot 3 times in my stomach, in the back of my head, and in my groin area. I was pronounced dead at the hospital. And as soon as I got out of the hospital, I finished my master's degree. And then I enrolled in the doctoral program. I enrolled in the doctoral program and graduated with my doctoral degree. And my wife was my #1 cheerleader. See, no matter what, you got to understand this. See, no matter what you go through in your life, you can still reach greatness and success. And this is the case with me. I have learned to use all of my pain, rejection, abuse, persecution as a vehicle and a resource to become great and successful. You have to evaluate your life and see where you are, and you have to get sick of it. I'm getting excited already. You have to get sick of where you are in life, because there is greatness upon your life, and there is more to your life than where you are. Mark Zuckerberg knew there was more to his life when he started Facebook. Jeff Bezos knew there was more to his life when he started Amazon. Bill Gates knew there was more to his life when he started Apple. When Bill Gates knew there was more to his life when he started Microsoft. Steve Jobs knew there was more when he started Apple. See, the key is, write this down. Write this down. The first principle I want to give you is you must shift your mind. Watch this. You must shift your mind from negative thinking to positive thinking. You must train your mind and develop your mind to be positive and to think outside of the box. People are so negative because that is how they were raised, and all they have ever been around was people who never done anything with their life and people who are always negative. See, when you think positive, it will change your life. I'm getting excited, y'all. I'm starting to get excited. I'm not where I want to be in this message yet, but I feel myself. I feel my help. I'm getting a little excited. See, when you think positive, it will change your life and how you view life. Because any bad situation, you should always seek to bring the positive out of anything. Number 2, write this down, because it's going to change your life. You should never allow people to tell you what you can and cannot do. Because many people could have been great if they would have not listened to people who tried to keep them in a box and tell them what you can and cannot do. You can do anything. Anything is possible. The impossible is always possible. You have to have the mindset that I can do anything I put my mind to. Abraham Lincoln, who was the president, Abraham Lincoln failed. He was a failure. But he still became the president of the United States of America. And so you have to have the mindset that I can do anything I put my mind to. What if Michael Jordan or Tom Brady would have listened to their critics? Then they would not have become the greatest of all time in their sports. See, you must surround, the next point, you must surround yourself around people who have become great and successful. Because negative thinking people will always tell you to not try that. That's too big. You can't do that. That's impossible. If you ever come across people who will try to tell you what you should and should not do, then you know that's the big problem. And every person who had become great got sick of where they were. Look at Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is a great example of getting sick of where you are. Tyler Perry suffered a lot when he was young, and no one didn't even want to support his plays. But he kept grinding, and he never gave up. And look at Tyler Perry today. He is a successful actor, movie producer, philanthropist, and he is one of the wealthiest persons in this country, and he gives a lot to people. See, the next point, it doesn't matter where you come from, who your family is, or what you have been through. You can still be successful. You have to get sick of it. You have to separate yourself and get to a place where you want to be financially free, so you won't have to keep borrowing and asking for financial assistance. Because I want to help people learn how to make money so they won't keep having to need money. Because if you teach people how to make money, I don't care what you have been through. Everyone has gifting that can make them money. And I don't want people to hear this message and think all I'm about is money, because that's not the case. But the truth of the matter is, money answers all things. And when you are financially free, it takes a lot of pressure off of you mentally. The place I'm trying to get you to is to dream big. I want you to dream so big until people will tell you that you are dreaming too big. Dream so big until people will literally tell you that's impossible. Because when they start to tell you that you are dreaming too big, then that's when you know you are dreaming the right dream. Instead of making your boss's company rich, then use your money to invest and start your own business, start your own company. Because a lot of people's mindsets is you work for someone else until you retire. But why not start your own company and be your own boss and have no limit to how much money you can make? Because really, when you work a 9-to-5 job, you're working to take care of your family. You're working to pay bills. You're working because you want to make money. So what's wrong with starting your own business? See, it's a mindset. It's your way of thinking. Why not be in control of your own time? Go to work when you want to work. Get off work when you want to get off. Hire who you want to hire. I hope you're feeling this. Vacation when you want a vacation. I have discovered that there are so many people with small minds and negative thinking, and they always want to impose. They always want to put their negative thinking on other people. You're not going to put negative thinking on Tommy Campbell Jr. Don't allow people to put their negative thinking on you. See, if this is going to work, and if you're going to be great, then you have to get sick of it. You must get sick of struggling, sick of having to answer to your boss. You have to get sick of not having money, sick of not being educated, sick of being poor and broke, sick of living from paycheck to paycheck, sick of having to depend upon others. The American dream is to be prosperous and to be so wealthy until you can be the best philanthropist you can be and help others to become successful. For me, I was sick of struggling. I was sick of being broke. I was sick of not being educated. I was sick of being homeless. I was sick of being an underdog. Next principle, write this down. I had to calm down because I'm getting excited. The next principle is you cannot be afraid of failure, and you must be willing to step out on faith and be willing to do the impossible. If Bill Gates was afraid, he would have never started Microsoft. If Mark Zuckerberg was afraid, he would not have been willing to start Facebook. Then look at what they would have missed out on. Facebook has connected the whole world from one man's small idea in his mind in the dorm of Harvard. See, the mind is a very powerful organ. I want to go slow on this. The mind is a very powerful organ. Did you know that everything starts in the mind? Everything you see in this world started in the mind of a human. The light bulbs started as an idea in the mind. Airplanes started as an idea in the mind. Buildings, houses, cars, radios, computers, technology, restaurant, medicines, all started as an idea in the mind. Everything starts within the mind. And you are only one idea and one thought away from becoming a multi-millionaire and billionaire. And what I've discovered is that people that speak against wealth is because they don't have it. Some people are against what they think they can never achieve or get themselves. Colonel Sanders, who started Kentucky Fried Chicken, didn't become successful until he was 62 years old. He applied almost 100 times from banks to get a loan to start Kentucky Fried Chicken. But he was persistent and he never gave up. See, you have to first of all see it in your mind before it can manifest in the natural. Did you know that where you are now in your life is a result of how you think and what you thought in your mind? Everything you have and where you are now is a result of the kind of mindset you have, and is a result of what you think and thought. So if you want a better life or want more wealth, then it's time to shift your thinking, and you must not be afraid of failing, and you cannot be afraid of taking a chance. I never thought I would be a speaker because my whole life I had a stuttering problem. I had a learning disability. I flunked the first grade. I was always told I would be nothing. I was always afraid of getting in front of people and doing public speaking. But now I realize. Touch yourself and say, now I realize. Look at yourself and say, now I realize. I've come to a realization in my mind that my success and my gift is in speaking. And I love people. And my goal is to change people's lives and help people to change their way of thinking. You have to get sick of where you are. If you want to be a great athlete and go pro, you must be willing to do what others are not willing to do. Oh, I'm feeling this now. Where I want to be now, I'm getting excited. You must be willing to do what others are not willing to do, and you must use your wealth as an athlete to invest in businesses and start businesses from when you retire. As a business owner, there are already that are already existing. If you want to grow your business, you must hire people who have a passion and love for your company as if they owned it themselves. Because Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Walmart are so successful because they have employees who love the company, and they won't, let me say this, and they want the company to succeed as if they owned it. Are you going to be the next CEO? Are you going to be the next greatest athlete? Are you going to be the next greatest business owner? Are you going to be the next Amazon? The next Microsoft? Are you sick of it? The next Apple? Are you sick of where you are? The next Facebook? Are you sick of where you are? Are you going to be the next person that no matter what background, no matter what you've been through, no matter what family you come from, whether rich or poor, are you going to be the next person to do something in your family that no one else has ever done? Are you sick of settling? Are you sick of the 9 to 5 p.m.? Are you sick of first, second, and third shift? Are you sick of having the boss when you need to be the boss and they control how much money you can make, when you can work, and when you get off? See, I was homeless. I had to beg for food. I got sick of it. I lost everything. I got sick of it. I had a learning disability. I got sick of it. I flunked the first grade. I was sick of it. My high school teacher told me I would not graduate. And I definitely was not smart enough to go to college. I got sick of it. I drove a beat up car and had to sleep in my car. And I was shot 3 times. I got sick of it. So imagine if I would have allowed all that pain to keep me from becoming a motivational speaker, then I would not be where I am today. Are you sick of being broke? Are you sick of struggling? It's not over for you. This is just the beginning of your life. I want to encourage you, and I hope you listen to this message over and over again. And I promise you, if you apply everything you heard in this message, you will become all you are supposed to be. And you will reach greatness and success. I want you to make history. I want you to leave a legacy. I want you to use losing your mother. Use losing your father. Use growing up in a broken home. Use the rape. Use the depression. Use your sickness. Use your divorce. Use your struggling business. Use how hard it is to go pro as a professional athlete so you can take care of your mother or your parents. Use your big dreams as fuel. Got to put gas in the car. The car's not going to run without gas. It needs fuel. Use your big dreams as fuel. Use your pain. Use your heartbreak as a way to become great and successful. Come on. I'm feeling this thing. I'm excited because I know if you apply this message to your life, then I know for a fact that this message will change your life forever. Stop thinking negative and think positive. Dream big. Please, please. I love y'all so much. I want to close saying this. I love y'all so much. This is free information. This is free information. And I'm giving you this information because I love y'all and I care about you. I want you to be free. I want you to be rich. I want you to be wealthy. I want you to be so successful until you can bless, give, and help others, and it won't even be a burden on you to give money and help others. People don't care about what you say to them. People don't care about what you say to them until they know how much you actually care about them. So I want to close saying this. I care about you. I care about you. I love you. I believe in you. No matter what pain you went through, no matter what you went through as a child, no matter what you just recently went through. You may have lost a loved one. You may try to commit suicide because you felt like you weren't loved, because you felt like everything you went through, all the people you hurt, and you can't forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Use your pain as motivation. There it is right there. Use your pain as motivation. I'm trying to reach your heart because because I love y'all. Because from my past hurts myself, many people lose loved ones. They get laid off of work. They get sick. They fail in life. People do bad things and can't forgive themselves for the bad they have done to others. People give up on life. I'm telling you, because I love you, and this is the best part of this message, if you can just take all of your pain, I want to say this slow. If you can just take all of your pain and everything bad that has happened to you, and if you just reverse it and use your pain to make you do something great and become successful. This will change your life forever. Don't allow depression, mental illness, abuse, rejection, sicknesses, and the bad that happened to you keep you stuck and cause you not to achieve greatness and go after your dreams. I've experienced all these: depression, mental illness, abuse, rejection, sicknesses, people turning their back on me, persecution, but I used all of that as motivation to keep going. I'm here to tell you that you were not created to be a failure. No. That's not why you were created. You were not created to be a failure. You are not a failure. You were born to win. Let me tell you, you are. You are going from victim to victor. You are victorious. You're not a victim anymore. You are victorious. You are a winner. You were born to win. Come on, touch yourself. Look at yourself, say, I'm born to win. Touch yourself and say, I was not created to fail. You were born to be a success. You were born to bless people and make a difference in this world. You are a life changer. And I know the pain you suffered hurts deep, and it cuts to the core of your heart. But please listen to me, y'all. Please use all of your hurt and your pain and your failures as a vehicle to reach for the impossible and to do the impossible. The world is yours. You can do this. I don't know where you all are at in your life that are watching this video. But for those like myself that know the struggle, I hope you are sick of it and that you are going to use your business, your entrepreneurship, your giftings, your talents, your big dreams, and your passions, to do something amazing in your life. Even if you're rich already, you were born in a rich family, you have a successful business. Do you know that you can still deal with struggles and have issues? See, money answers all things. There's a verse that says that. But there's another level that money cannot do. A lot of people have money, but they still have no joy. They're still not happy. A lot of people have successful businesses, but they're still not happy. A lot of people are millionaires and billionaires that are married, and they still end up in divorce. So this is just more than just money. You should not just be focused on making money, because money can't bring you happiness and joy and take away the pain. And I want to let you know that you are a winner. You got this. You can do this. You are ordained to go through this. And I want to close saying this. I want you to use all your pain. I want you to use all your hurt. I want you to use the suicide attempt. I want you to use the divorce, the depression, the mental illness, the sickness as a vehicle to make you strive for success. Maybe you lost your mother. Maybe you lost your father. Maybe you probably been given up for adoption. You don't know who your father is, or maybe came up in a single home. Use all of that as power to take you and catapult you to the next level. You got to be sick of it. You are a winner. You are success. You can